Hey guys, it's Jasmine here. Today I'm finding a better way to get some good micronutrients into my diet. Today what I'm going to be making is Joe Cross's Mean Green Juice. And so let me just give a little bit of a background. So when I was maybe 20 years old, I think, I watched the movie on Netflix, Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead. And it featured this guy, Joe Cross, who went on this journey with this juice cleanse he was doing to lose weight and just be healthier. And so then I was like, well, Mom and Dad, I need a juicer. That's the secret to success. Like, I would like a juicer now, please. It'll help your skin. It'll help my hair to have all these micronutrients directly in me. So I need a juicer. They got me a juicer like that Christmas. Back in 2010, I feel like the juicers were really difficult to clean. I did not juice for very long. It lasted all of 2 days, probably. I abandoned that. And you know, here we are 10 years later, as I'm kind of revamping, I went and got a new juicer. And so this is the Hamilton Beach Big Mouth Juicer. And it's gonna help me with my video today. I already used it earlier. I really like it. It's not that hard to clean. I don't know if it was me back then or the machines back then. I'm not sure. But I wanted to talk about the ingredients before I chop them up into little pieces to put into the juicer. So I'm going to be doing half of the recipe simply because I didn't have enough kale to make the full recipe, and I want to make it again before I go to the grocery store. So I'm just kind of gonna do my own little version of the quantifications here. So we have 1 green apple, 1 cucumber, which I'm gonna cut in half, and so I can make this later. Have lemon, which is gonna be cut in half. This is 2 inches of ginger. He recommends 1, so I should probably cut this. I'll cut this, but this is ginger. I saw this cool video on YouTube where you just kind of shave off the skin of the ginger with a tablespoon, and you just kind of scrape it off instead of cutting it and losing a lot of the flesh of the ginger. So I thought that was nifty. Then I have 4 celery stalks, and for now I just have 2 kale leaves because, long story short, I used the curbside pickup for the grocery store and I didn't realize how much was actually going to be in there. So I need to get some more. So that's what I'll be using, and I'm just gonna chop it all up and put it in the processor, and we'll watch it go and I'll let you know how it tastes. Okay, I'm back. I've chopped up all of these vegetables and the fruit, and technically this juicer can take whole foods, the food in their whole state without being cut up or chopped up, but I just feel like this makes it a little easier. It's still new. I don't want to hurt my machine that was on sale at Target. Okay, so we're just ready to juice. It's pretty simple. I think that whole process maybe took me 5 minutes. I guess the preparation, and this will probably take about 5 minutes. I want to alert your attention to this little baggie here with the debris. So I used this earlier because I've been just juicing everything. And this is a tip that I saw on YouTube, to put a little plastic bag and this little chute here that allows all of the pulp to go into that bag instead of this compartment, which cuts down on cleaning and makes it just a little neater because you still have to clean all the other components. So I thought that was a really nice pro tip. All right, I'm gonna get started. For safety reasons, am loading it before it's plugged in because these are sharp items here. So really, I'm just gonna bunch it until I can't bunch anymore. And I'm gonna try to put a variety of the ingredients in at once because, whoops. I think that'll be helpful to just make it an even mixture. We'll see. It's kind of getting to the top now. Whoop, goodness gracious. So I'm going to go ahead and plug her in. Make sure she's in the off position, which she is. Yeah, okay, off. Plugging in. And this is the little food smusher. I don't know this technical name, but it's gonna help me smush the food down to process, and it's gonna come out into my glass here. I think it probably also helps cut out on it splattering everywhere. All right, so here we go. Oh wait, there's a groove where it goes in. Okay. having fun yet? I am. I'm having actually a lot of fun with this. All right, I'm gonna keep doing my little safety process of unplugging while I load because I don't know. It just feels safer. This, and his original recipe makes 16 ounces. So what I've done will probably make about 8 ounces, which is plenty. And I want to just say also that this is not a meal replacement because it doesn't have any of the major macronutrients. I mean, it has the carbs from the vegetables, but there's no proteins and no real fats in here. And so I wouldn't say it would be a satiating meal replacement like a protein shake would. But it could be a nice supplement to go along with any of your meals or in between meals. Just to, like I said, you get the benefit of the micronutrients. Alrighty. We're gonna go for another round here in a little bit. It goes by quick. Oh my gosh, if I can stop messing up my product. All right. Whoops. And that's why you should turn it off before you start loading more. But I was kind of taking a lot of time, so I'm just going to live life on the wild side here and just keep it plugged in. Oh my gosh, I am making a slight mess. See, it's already filling up so much. It makes more than enough. Okay. Well, I think we can see that it makes more than enough. So you can divvy up your portions however makes sense for you. Because I honestly just wanted one glass. I already had lunch, so yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and taste it and we'll see how I like it. It's like, which one do I want to taste from? One is like lighter than the other. It's interesting. I'll go from this one. It's darker. I taste everything. But it's not too strong. I feel like I was worried about the ginger. Oh, the ginger's not in there yet. Hold on. I got to put it with the ginger in it. Hold on. Let's do this one. All right. Now will be the last time. I have plenty left over for dinner now. My dinner supplement drink. That's not going to be so evenly mixed. I should have cut the ginger. Now that I think about it, I should have cut the ginger in smaller parts so that it can be more evenly spread out. Didn't think about that. That's okay. All right. Did a good job. Great job. Let's go ahead and unplug it. I'm very terrified about something happening when it's still plugged in. I see people like pouring more. Here we go. Just a little bit. Okay, well that one has the ginger in it. So what I'm going to do is just try to like mix it in a little bit until there's more or less an evenly mixture so I can make sure both components have some ginger in it. Ginger has been my jam lately for whenever my stomach's been upset. Not lately, for like years, but especially lately, I guess. Let's mix this in. I'm gonna make them even. I made a little mess here, but all right, now I'm gonna taste it with the ginger in it. With the even, more or less even mixtures. I still don't taste the ginger. Let me see if I taste it in this one. You know, the most dominant taste is the lemon. That's what's coming out to me the most. And I just used half a lemon. Anyway. Oh no. No. All that fruit and vegetables gone down. Well, Listen, I was trying so hard to be so careful and look at what happened. So obviously it's very clear that, you know, the shades and texture are not the same, like here and here. Clearly something got spilled here, but honestly, it's a lot better than it was before. And you know, they always give like a fresh coat of paint. I'll run the magic eraser against it once more, maybe later once it dries a little bit more. But honestly, the magic eraser from Mr. Clean was clutch in this scenario. Okay, well, I'm back. I have done the cleanup. As you saw, Mr. Clean's magic eraser really helped me out with the wall, and everything else was just good old Windex and a little towel. So I've cleaned up all of the parts of the juicer. It was fairly easy to clean. It comes with a little scrubber here that I feel like really gets in there with the strainer. So I feel like it was a fairly quick and easy cleanup process minus my spill. And I just really wanted to point out how nifty this little bag is. It really just collects all of that pulp for you. You can use it in other recipes, or if you can't find a use for it in a couple of days, you can just probably throw it out. And you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of, let me tell y'all a little story. Back in 2010, I did physics at Duke's Marine Lab, and we had a little compost station in a little garden that the chef would use to make our meals. It was like a little camp, like log cabins, and that's where we took our physics class with this beautiful water view. It was really awesome. My work study job was to water the garden and take out the compost. So this really reminds me of compost, the things that I would put inside of the dirt and mulch for them to use. So takes me back. So anyway, just wanted to wrap up. What did we learn? Number one, maybe I'll use a bigger container for the spout. This is a true big mouth spout. It pushed out a lot of juice, and so instead of my little glasses here, maybe I can use something different to avoid future spills. Maybe I could not record while I'm juicing. That might also help. I don't know. But bigger picture of what we learned. I mentioned a lot of things at the intro, and so I just kind of wanted to recap. So I mentioned how this helps micronutrients get into our body. It like makes it more bioavailable for our cells to use. What are those micronutrients that I'm referring to? I'm referring to vitamins, minerals, and polyphenols. Vegetables have a lot of polyphenols. And all of this is helpful because like kale has vitamin K, lemons have vitamin C, and why are these things good for us? Well, let me tell you about like vitamin C and the polyphenols. Those are antioxidants. And we hear that word a lot, antioxidants. Think of it this way, just everyday life literally stresses us out. Like the sunlight, emotional stress, some of the foods we eat just like stresses our bodies out. So when your cells are living in that state of oxidative stress, you need some antioxidant to combat that. And there's plenty of videos on YouTube that explain it very straightforwardly. There's plenty of research studies that explain it a little bit more intricately if you want to get down to really the micro level, like the molecular cellular level. But basically, these antioxidants can help to combat that oxidative stress, which helps our cells continue to thrive. And that's what helps our immune system continue to thrive and work at its optimal state. And so that's why it's helpful, and that's why it's good, and it's super easy. They're super tasty. The apple in there probably helps balance out some of the bland taste of vegetables. Honestly, like I said, the lemon was the most overwhelming aspect, which was refreshing. It was nice. I liked it. And maybe I like it even more knowing the benefits that I'm getting. So I'm definitely going to incorporate that into my new routine. And you just gotta find what works for you when it comes to these lifestyle changes. So hopefully this was a helpful video as you continue to contemplate what might work for you in the future. So that's all I have for today on finding a better way.